What if you could use any AI model from Grok to Gemini to help you build your Roblox games? Most people think you're stuck with Claude or Codex, but using this Chrome extension, you can jump between every major AI and use them to edit different parts of your game or even generate an entire Roblox game from scratch. I'm going to be showing you how to set this up step by step for both macOS and Windows. Let's jump right into step 1. To bridge the browser to our desktop, we need something called Node.js. If you don't have it, open up Google Chrome, type in Node.js download, click download Node.js, make sure you're on the LTS version, and download for whatever operating system you're on. Once that's done, we need to create a configuration file. This is where the steps differ for Mac and Windows, so I need you to pay attention. If you're on a PC, open up File Explorer, then go to this PC, open up local disk, go to users, you'll find under Mac's documents, and I already have a folder here, but that doesn't really matter. Go to this plus button right here, it says new, then click folder, then instead of new folder, type in mcp-setup. You can close the File Explorer for now, and go to the search bar, type in Notepad, and it says untitled. That's completely fine. What you're going to want to do is minus out the Notepad, because for this step, it works for both macOS and Windows. Go to the search bar right here, type in Roblox Studio, open it up, it says loading studio. I'm just going to X that window out, and we can click the plus button, new experience, or you can open up one of your other projects. And once it loads, by default, it'll probably look like this. You'll probably see the toolbox, output, explorer, and properties. But what you're going to want to enable is this studio icon right here. It says AI Assistant. Chat with Studio Assistant to get help and accelerate creation. Open it up, click the 3 little dots, click Manage MCP Servers, go to Setup Instructions. You'll find this JSON configuration. But this is where the differences for macOS and Windows really begin to show. On Windows, it looks like this, but if you're on Mac, it'll look something like this. So if you're on Windows, copy this, and if you're on Mac, you'd copy this. You'd go back to Notepad and paste in the configuration code that you found in your Roblox Studio. Go to File, then Save, and for file name, do mcpconfig.json, and for save as type, do all files. Then make sure that the route that you save it in is this PC, local disk, users, your user, then documents, and it's an mcp-setup. Then we click save. Alright, so if you're on a Mac, go to Finder, go to Documents, create a new folder, call it mcp-setup. Now you can close out Finder, do Command Spacebar, text edit, then click New Document, then do Command Shift T. What this will do is convert it to a plain text document and remove the formatting. Copy the configuration code from the previous step and paste it in. Then go to this down arrow right here, then where it says Where, go to Other, then go to Documents, and then MCP Setup. Click Move. Then go back to Finder, go to Documents, go to MCP Setup, and I'll say Untitled. Right click it, then click Rename, then type in mcpconfig.json, and you'll probably get this window. Select use.json. Regardless if you're on a Mac or a PC, this configuration code tells the proxy exactly where your Roblox Studio application lives. Now, open up Google Chrome. I already have it open. Click the plus icon, make a new tab, and type in Chrome Web Store. Find the Chrome Web Store from the search results, and where it says search extensions and themes, type in MCP SuperAssistant. Then click on it, and then click add to Chrome. Mine says remove from Chrome only because I already have the MCP SuperAssistant installed. But once you get that installed, if you just go to a random AI model like Gemini, the panel will pop up. That means you've successfully installed the assistant. For the final step, we have to fire up the bridge so our browser can actually talk to Roblox Studio. If you're on Windows, go to your start menu, type in PowerShell. It says system, this is the correct one. And once it gets started up, type in this first terminal command, Control V. And it will be in the description box below, so don't worry. Click enter, and now we're inside of the folder. Now the next command, this one will be in the pinned comment. So if we do Control V, click return, and boom, it worked. However, I want to make one point clear. You cannot close PowerShell. If you're on a Mac, what I want you to do is run these commands. So if we go and open up the terminal, paste in this command will be in the pinned comment. And there we go, now we're inside that folder. Then we have to run one final command, and it's this one. And just like that, you've set it up for Mac. Just make sure you don't close the terminal. So if we go into Gemini, I already have it loaded right here. If we ask, can you connect to my Roblox game? But there's one important thing. If we go to MCP, then to attach, and we attach this MCP SuperAssistant instructions.md. This will heavily support Gemini's ability to connect to our Roblox game. The first prompt should always involve, can you connect to my Roblox game? Because it's a pretty difficult step. But everything else after that, it's pretty easy. So if we click send, it's looking at the MCP Super instructions.md. It analyzed it, and it gave us a code snippet. And it says Roblox list Roblox Studios. Then click run. Then you would click insert, and all you would have to do is click submit. It inserted into the chat, and Gemini now says, it looks like I found one Roblox Studio instance running your game, and my game is Recreation of Conquer Europe, but it isn't set as active yet. You click run again, then you click insert, and you would click submit again. And now it says they were successfully connected to our Roblox game. Now, there's something that is very finicky, and I'd like to discuss it right now. If we try this for ChatGPT, and we type in the exact same prompt with the exact same MCP _SuperAssistant _instructions.md, and we click send prompt, look, ChatGPT refuses. That's because I think that ChatGPT has some kind of safety guardrails that prevent it from thinking that it's possible to connect to an MCP server. But it totally works for Gemini. Let's even try for DeepSeek. If we do DeepSeek, turn off smart search, do attach, and it attaches it to the chat, and we type in, can you connect to my Roblox game? And as you can see, perfectly works, just like Gemini. See? It was able to connect to my Roblox game. Now let's try for Grok. So if we do grok.com, then we go to chat menu right here, and we type in, can you connect to my Roblox game? MCP attach. And there you go, it attaches. And if we send the prompt, and then we click run on Grok, insert, send it off, and it's connected successfully. Just like that. If you followed this entire tutorial and you're still unable to connect, you're in luck, because all you have to do is install the Claude or Codex desktop app, open Roblox Studio, and use the Quick Connect feature within the Manage MCP Servers window of the Roblox AI Assistant. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on either Claude or Codex, watch these videos. Goodbye.